One late evening, I took a long look in the bathroom mirror and I realized I had gotten fat. What it means to be fat is subjective, but that's what I called it. I was unhappy with what I saw. I had back rolls and more fat on my body than I had wanted. I also had a round face and a stomach that stuck out further than I liked. In effect, I had a dad bod. After my long look in the mirror, I was determined to change what I saw. I knew I needed to do something, but I didn't want to do what I've always done. In the past, I did what you may have done before and what most people do today. I knew I wanted to get lean, shredded, and ripped, so I used the internet to find a fitness program based on the name. I chose programs in the title such as Get Ripped or 90 Days to Abs. They never got me the results I wanted. It's because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have the right education. If a fitness program had the name Sweat Out Gold, I would have bought it. I would have believed that beads of gold would have poured from my sweat glands during my workout. Okay, I wasn't that gullible, but because I didn't really know what I was buying, I bought plenty of workout programs that sold false promises. When I did get leaner after using the program I bought, I became skinny fat, a term used to describe someone with little muscle, a slender frame, and a round belly. Despite being leaner, I still was soft and flabby. This created an internal problem. After doing all my at-home workout programs or spending hours in the gym, I never achieved the lean, muscular look I was after. This was my past. I needed my next transformation to be different. I needed to educate myself so I wouldn't end up disappointed again. I knew that getting the look I was after wasn't as simple as going on a diet because I had done that. I also knew that it wasn't as simple as just lift weights because I had done that too. But I also knew deep down that getting the body I wanted couldn't be that hard. I didn't want anything special. I just wanted a leaner, more muscular shape. And I wanted to look like I actually lifted weights. After all, it's exactly what I had already been doing. I just wanted my reward. So I began my quest for knowledge to achieve this reward. I became obsessed with finding a simple solution to achieving the body I was after. I continued working out and I remained curious about diet and exercise. All the while, I kept asking, what do successful body transformations have in common? During my new quest for knowledge, I eventually stumbled upon the blogs of trusted researchers in the fitness space. I read blogs of people such as Lyle McDonald, and I read research papers written by prominent authors in the natural bodybuilding field. McDonald's writings at Body Recomposition provided a massive amount of helpful, well thought out, and unbiased information about fat loss and muscle growth. The research paper, Physique Athletes, a comprehensive review of dieting and nutritional strategies, was also very eye-opening. It specifically provides evidence-based recommendations that natural bodybuilders can use to safely get contest lean. I didn't only read about body transformations though, I also looked for people who had transformed their bodies. I wanted to find the link between what I had been reading and the body transformation stories shared by regular people online. I watched hundreds of body transformation videos, but most lacked information. They were just videos of a lot of people with before and after pictures with music in them. But I eventually stumbled upon the
Goku Flex
YouTube channel. His videos were very telling. His videos weren't just people showing before and after pictures. He explained exactly how he manipulated his clients' diets to achieve their transformations. They all had a few things in common. They lowered the amount of food they ate, they prioritized the types of foods they ate, and they did it consistently for at least 10 weeks. The more I read and the more body transformation videos I watched, I began noticing all the similarities among each body transformation. A lot of people said they did one thing or another, but they all had the two things in common. That's when it hit me. Transforming my body into a leaner, muscular look wasn't hard. There was nothing magic about it. I just needed to follow two simple rules and do it long enough to achieve the results I was after. The first rule was to put my body in a calorie deficit and keep it there. The second rule was to prioritize the two P's, protein and progressive overload. So on January 1st of the following year, I was finally ready to try another body transformation. But this time, I was more educated. I knew what I had to do. I knew I didn't have to cut out carbs, buy fat burning supplements, or spend hours in the gym doing cardio. At the start of my body transformation, I weighed 185 pounds and I had a body fat percentage of 26%. This meant I had around 48 pounds of fat on my body, I had minimal muscle definition, and minimally visible abdominal muscles. But this didn't last long. On March 25th, about 12 weeks later, my weight was down to 170 pounds, and my body fat percentage was 12.5%. This meant I had gone from carrying 48 pounds of fat to only 21 pounds of fat. Excited about my progress, I continued my body transformation. On May 20th, I weighed 165 pounds and my body fat percentage dropped to only 10.7%. I had lost 31 pounds of fat over the course of a 6-month body transformation. As it turned out, my 2 rules were exactly what I had been looking for. They were the simplified answer to a successful body transformation. I learned that building a leaner, more muscular body was simple. During my body transformation, I spent no more than an hour in the gym. I had and still have other things that I would much rather do than work out. I entered the gym, I completed my daily workout in less than an hour, and I exited. I didn't perform any high intensity interval training, and I didn't perform supersets, nor did I use muscle confusion or do any ab workouts. I even spent time away from home throughout my 6-month body transformation. I drove and took flights to a few different cities for overnight stays at least 8 separate times. I didn't worry about derailing my diet and workout routine just because I was away from the house. I didn't need to worry because I knew what I was doing. I knew I only had to keep 2 rules in mind. So I continued performing my same basic lifting routine, and unlike some diets will want you to do, I didn't have to avoid restaurants. The month after I officially ended my body transformation, I took a 17-day sightseeing tour visiting several different islands in Greece. Throughout the 17-day trip, I never felt stressed about how I would eat. Instead, I enjoyed the full Greece experience by eating out 3 times per day or more at all the different hotels and restaurants that I had visited. Did my weight increase after this trip? Absolutely. My weight increased by about 5 pounds from where it was during the beginning of my trip. Yet, I knew it was no big deal. I learned that weight increases were a natural process, and by applying Rule 1, I would quickly lose the 5 pounds I had gained. And that's exactly what I did within 3 weeks after my return. This proves that the process you're going to learn not only works, but is also repeatable. As I record this, more than 2 years after my 6-month concentrated body transformation, I've kept my same post-body transformation physique. Many people rebound shortly after transforming their bodies, but I still weigh an average of about 165 pounds and my body fat percentage still averages about 12%. This proves that my success was not a fluke. I transformed my body, kept the results, and am currently in the best physical shape of my life. I can now 100% say that with the right information, it's simple to build a leaner, more muscular body. You just need to follow the right rules. If I've successfully transformed my body using these rules, so can you. I'm not special. I was just motivated to change my body. I studied what I needed to do, reduced the process down to 2 rules, and I followed them. So, this raises some important questions. Why is this program necessary? Why was it created? If you only need to follow the 2 rules, why does it take an entire program to explain them? Well, here's the thing. Knowing the 2 rules is one thing, but knowing how to implement them into your daily routine is another. It took me months to learn what I'm about to share with you. Now that I figured out the cheat codes though, you get to avoid what doesn't work. You get to focus on only what works. You will streamline your journey and achieve your results more quickly. You don't have to guess about how to set up your diet, which foods to eat, what supplements to buy, or what to do in the gym. You're going to learn it all in this one program. Build Muscle Get Lean is a results-based, repeatable program. It uses data-driven decisions to change your body's shape. I created it to prove that building a leaner, more muscular body is easier than you may believe. It will 100% help you transform your body, and it will help you get leaner and stay lean. This program will show you a lifestyle routine that worked for me, and I am confident it will work for you too.